Folks, did you know it's St. Patrick's Day? Let's thicken some Guinness. Extremely thick. Let's go for it. Hey folks, I'm SimplyThickJohn. I love to show you how to do things according to the International Dysphagia Diet Standardization Initiative, and we get to do extremely thick. So for that, I'm going to add 4 pump strokes over here to my mixing cup, and then I'm going to add 4 ounces of Guinness Zero over here, and I'll pour it in a way so that we get rid of a lot of that nitrogen that's in there, embedded in there, and then I'm going to give it another little mix. The reason I'm doing this is because if I just thicken this as is, you have all that nitrogen that will come out so easily, and then it would immediately, especially in an extremely thick liquid, when that nitrogen comes out of solution, it would just turn that into a foam right away. So what I'm trying to do is release a lot of that nitrogen without getting rid of all of it, so that I'm able to thicken it and it's going to stay nice and drinkable for let's say 45 minutes or an hour after I thicken it, because as those bubbles come out, it is going to turn into a foam. I can't help that over time, but I can start out helping you get a nice beverage to start with. So what I've done is I took off the foam and pour it slowly into my other cup. And now we are going to use a technique that's going to minimize the agitation, minimize the amount of nitrogen bubbles that come out. So I'm going to use a paddle stir, or I can use a figure 8. Both of these I'm going to do very slowly, trying to minimize how much nitrogen I'm releasing as it thickens. And this should thicken pretty quickly, and it will become kind of spoon thick. And it's going to be, you can probably eat your Guinness with your spoon or your fork in this case. Level 4 extremely thick gets quite thick actually, and you can see that it's really thickening very nicely. It takes a little longer to do this because we're being very cautious so we don't release all that nitrogen right away. But 1 ounce of Guinness per ounce per dose from the pump, and we're getting there. So you can see that's really nice. So I take it up with the spoon. You can see it's nicely mounded up on there. When I tip that spoon, it runs right off. It does not leave a lot of residue. And just to show you how cohesive it is, because it's not very adhesive, it doesn't stick to that spoon very much, I'm going to grab a fork and I'm just going to lift it up, and you can see how it mounds up on there. It has a little bit hanging down there. It's not dripping continuously, so that is a nice, extremely thick liquid. And how does it taste? It's going to taste like a nice, thick Guinness Zero. That's a great taste. Anyways, folks, please like and follow for more great videos just like this, and happy St. Patrick's Day.